I hope that you can see me, that everything is all right. I apologize if we are in our studio. As you can see, this should be rather familiar setting for you. We are in the studio because we are having an incredible amount of rains and totally unexpected in this season. And we have been struggling a lot. The soil in the Lavo is immensely wet beyond what it's possible to imagine. So we have tried, but it was impossible. Not even the camera stand would just stay put. So we had to move to the studio. But it's a better setting, it's warmer, it's very hot in here, and you are familiar with that. So this is makes me happy. I'm happy to be here. Let's see if I managed to see anything here. I have to watch this from the computer, so I have to find you on the computer. Anastasia, thank you so much, dear. Thank you. I really appreciate your words. It's they're very nice to hear. I'm sorry there is more than one type of singing in my way of talking, but that's how it is. You know, I have very mixed blood, so you have all these ways of singing coming up for obvious reasons when I talk. But it's beautiful that it's a type of voice. Many of you write me that it's calming. You know, many of you watch the videos for falling asleep. It's beautiful. I'm super lucky, super lucky. So uh, I highly recommend. There is a dear friend of mine in this stream. You will find him as Berserker Gang, and I highly recommend this YouTube channel. It's a lot into Viking. It's immensely beautiful what he does, and I genuinely recommend having a look at his channel. I really do. So. Uh, Beautiful words, guys. Beautiful words. I love your art. You're so inspiring. I adore you. I adore you, guys. I adore you more than you know. You know, it's your comments keep me company. We don't have a type of life where we do mingle a lot. Daniel, can I have this? Can you put it back? No, slightly back. Slightly. Yeah, no, slightly back. Yeah. We don't have a kind of life where we really mingle a lot, so it's very beautiful to be able to read you. You know, you keep me company, you give me strength to go on also. That because every now and then, you know, our community is not necessarily super peaceful, so a hidden community, so it's not super peaceful. So sometimes it's very difficult to find that focus for keep going, you know. And but luckily enough, we really, as I said, we really live in the north of Norway, so we really do not mingle. So we have not received gladly too many attacks. So that's very nice, I would say. uh, Yeah, it's a long time indeed that I don't see you in a live stream. That's true. That I haven't really spotted your name in a live stream. That's correct. Um, uh, hey Freya, I have missed you. Yeah, we haven't had a live stream in forever, really forever, guys. Um, let's see. That's like. I love you and Daniel and your arts and beautiful cards. Yeah, which are here with me in not so long we can start reading a little bit of cards. So wait a second, I'm gonna show Daniel what I see. It's exactly this. My too bright, guys, too bright. Let's try to break because here I'm really not.
They're super bright.
Do you see me like too bright? Let's see. That's very strange that you see it like that. I think it's the TV because here it's really not on my computer.
A little bit.
Do you see me, guys, too bright? Daniel, I think it's your TV because here I don't have it. So no, don't push it back this, but you can, yeah. No, people say you look fine. So because Daniel is not watching it from, look how I see it. It's perfect. Perfect. So he's watching it from the TV where he makes his post-production, but we have been working a lot in the studio lately, and he has been putting a new monitor, so probably there is some levels to do, some adjustment to do, and so he sees it like that, but I don't see it like that. So, and I'm happy to see you don't see it like that. Yeah, a lot of you, Chuck also is saying the lighting is good. You look fine, no issue. And that's great. I see that there is already a super chat. If I don't, or it's a new member. I don't know. But no, it's a super chat. Yeah, I brought my cards with me. Most certainly, we can have a look. David, if you have a question, questions are allowed tonight. So if you have a question, go ahead. It's not. You can keep it also large if you feel like that will. You want to keep it a little bit more private. You can keep it larger. So that I can understand, but you don't have to give like too many details. Let's see. While I wait, or of course, David, you can also tell me maybe you would like simply a card, just a general look. So, oh, how beautiful. I spent my childhood in Oslo, where my father was born. So beautiful. We are so far away from Oslo, or Oslo, like we would say, and it's very, very far away from us up here. So it's I generally don't think I've ever even visited Oslo, if not, of course, for the main airport, where I have been in several occasions, but I have not really seen Oslo. So that would be a stunning place probably to visit. The south of Norway is completely different from the north, very, very different. So let's see if David has given me a question. David, if I don't get a question, I will just pick a card for you. Rick says, I feel like I'm lost between light and dark. But that's how it is. That is our path, Rick. That's our that is our path. That is our northern path. It's a path never meant to be a path of light, of solely light. I would say that it has probably more shadows than light, really. So. It's something to enjoy, though. It's something that the shadow have to become. We have to give a chance to these shadows to really teach us something. So it looks like sometimes we dread them, if you understand what I mean. We really dread them, and it's not fine, in my opinion. It shouldn't be like that, in my opinion. So. I want to try and see if David has. Yeah, we are totally fine. Olaf is also fine. They have ease in the fences now, so he is safe. The migration went 100% fine, so no problem, no problems. We are waiting to go there and meet him after so many months, and this will happen. We don't know because there has been a lot of things going on, so if you would like I can tell you, but I am going to explain this thing very well in a new vlog that is coming out for members on the channel. So this thing has taken really all our attention, so we haven't really managed to go to Saltfjelle for saying hello to the tamed reindeer. So to our friends Olaf and Engel, we haven't managed yet. But other than that, our issue is just this weather is really causing a lot of problems for the reindeer, a lot of problems for the pastures. It's very, very difficult. Our friends are struggling beyond measure, and so we will see how we can help very, very soon, how we can help them in this. David, I don't see a question for the cards, so I will just pick a card and give you some advice, okay? Sometimes I think I think that often it's something very healthy that I tend to do. I don't necessarily ask for questions to the cards. I really don't necessarily do. Sometimes I feel to just avoid any type of way of controlling the situation with questions, doubts, insecurities. I just want to let them talk, so that they are free to go in the direction they feel they want to go. So I'll just get a card for you. Let's see what general advice comes out. Little bit of fog, yeah. This is the card that you got. A little bit of probably a little bit of stress, a little bit too many thoughts, a little bit going on in the head that is not allowing you to go through several life situations with clarity, or at least the clarity that you would like to have. So let's see if we get also a piece of advice. It looks like right now you should try to, if there is anything you need to fix, I would say that is the case, you do it yourself. I think you need to take care of what is what right now looks like a knotted ball, you know. I think you need to take care of that yourself, you know. In this moment, I don't see it as a wonderful moment for asking, you know, for help or leaning on others, or the support or the understanding of others. I feel that this journey towards the inside of yourself should be done alone in this phase. So I hope it helps, and thank you for donating to the channel. It really helps such a small channel like ours, really. More than people can understand. This is also one of the reasons why we have started the membership on this channel, because we are very, very small, and for us the only way to keep going is really to be able to have, you know, at least the people who really care about the channel, they might consider to support for a cup of coffee. That is the price of the membership, literally a cup of coffee. So it's been beautiful to see so many people adhering to that. We didn't expect that, to be honest, we didn't even expect a member to join, but so far, you know, there's been 65 people joining, so it's very, very nice. It's we, as I said, for us means a lot because we are not big. We are not a big channel, so these are numbers that to us matter a lot, I would say. I'm trying to read you a little bit, yeah? Black Wolf in Dreams. We just investigate Fenrir. It's a wonderful. It's a wonderful visitation, in my opinion. Really, a visitation, an invitation to the wilder sides of the soul. So I treasure that. I think it's very beautiful that you have a chance to visit your father's grave. Of course, you will be strong enough. You don't have to doubt that. You will be 100% strong enough to do that. Why wouldn't you? You will be strong. So.
Who are you talking to?
So Michelle. I don't know if it's. It's very difficult to read this name. If you want to read it for me. Maybe you help me. It would be a Michelin. I don't know. I apologize. I'm butchering your names, guys. That is just started. I wanted to say to Vlad, thank you so much for. And I think Vlad is a new member, if I don't go wrong. It's I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for joining. I see there is more. There is also David who became a member. Guys, thank you so much. We are. I should probably explain a little bit this membership briefly. Why we have chosen to do that. Just a second, that I'm really struggling with the quality of the stream on my computer.
You want to connect to my phone?
Oh, but I'm on Oh yeah, because I was on the house Wi-Fi, and from down here it's there. Now I can see. Great. Membership. Why membership? You know, we have had some lovely people understanding, but we have had also some other people who have instead come to us saying that we have put a part of our work so far behind the paywall. Well, first of all, I don't very much understand this concept of a paywall, because it's not like we have put this membership for £100, but we have put the membership for a cup of coffee. As a matter of fact, for that amount of money, we don't buy a cup of coffee here in Norway. We really don't. So second of all, I also don't understand why, for example, when we purchase a CD rather than when we head to a Norse concert, you know, we don't call that a paywall. We don't call that art behind a paywall, you know. But when it comes instead to YouTubers, the song completely changes and that becomes a paywall. I don't understand. Art is art, you know. We shouldn't even be here to discuss this. Our productions are immensely costly, as it is the entire studio that we have put up, you know, with a lot of equipment. If we did our videos cut, that it just means easier to produce, you know, there wouldn't be any problem. There wouldn't be any problem. But by the time our videos have a production and post-production of that kind, you would understand that it becomes bigger than us and what we can possibly afford. You know, we have already been doing a lot of effort for making this channel possible. You know, being accused of putting a part of the back catalog behind the paywall because of the membership looks to my ears sounds really weird. You know, I think that we all have to eat. Isn't that right? We all have to pay our bills. I don't understand why we don't consider a concert rather than going to the movies. We don't consider that a paywall, you know, art behind the paywall. But YouTube has to be for free. No, YouTube is not for free. I don't know who gave you this this idea that YouTube is for free. You know, the majority of the YouTube is not for free. You know, also if there is channel who have not adhered to the membership, you know, it's because maybe they are big channels and they didn't need the membership. Rightly so. You know, kudos to the efforts that they have made to push their channels up there. You know, but we are a small channel and we don't have a big revenue. We don't have a big YouTube revenue. So we felt that by creating this cozy area of the channel, you know, we could have, as a matter of fact, put a part, not all of it, a part of our back catalog there to say thank you to our members and produce for our members, keep producing for our members series like a discovery of runes rather than 2 minutes trolldom, Freya's herbs series that, let's face it, not very few people would watch when we have released the episodes. I mean, we have stats to understand what works and what doesn't. So to then be accused, you know, when that content doesn't get watched, you know, it looks very strange to be accused of having put that content behind a paywall, if you understand what I mean. Then that content should have the same amount of views of other more motivational videos, but it's not like that. So all the parts that are more educational get fewer views. So for not getting rid of the educational part, which is my soul, you know, I have a degree in Norse and Sami mythology and folklore. So for the love of the gods, the educational part is the most important part, in my opinion, on this channel, together with the more motivational one. So for not getting rid of that part completely for good, you know, we have decided that the best way was to put it behind a membership. But we have done this for $100. We have done this for a cup of coffee. So sorry but I really had to explain because there has been very few but not nice comments. So I'm a Gemini, Cancer / Gemini, so I really had to say how things are. Yes, I'm getting there. I had to clarify. Yeah, I had to clarify because by not understanding, that is why we're so fast in typing with words, you know, we're so fast in sending these utterances, the words, the thoughts that are so bad that when, as a matter of fact, we could inquire a person first and understand why that person has chosen to do that. No, it's easier to shoot, apparently, so I felt that it needed to be a little bit clarified. I see Lana. Lana, I don't know if you have a question. I don't know if you have a question. I don't see it. Oh, welcome to all new members. Thank you so much, guys, for doing this. Lana, if you would like to ask a specific question to the cards, or I can just get one card for you and you can we get some overall advice. yeah, you will always, I agree with that. And Nuclear says that there will always be haters. Um, yeah, you cannot become grateful to not be as hateful as they can become. It's just that I wish we could get questions instead of having to read these type of comments. You know, it would be a lot nicer, to be fully honest, to receive a question, you know, and ask why did you set up a membership. It would be easier, you know, instead of having to deal with such harsh words. It's really not nice, really not nice. Mm, Elizabeth says your decisions have been very, very good. Don't second guess them. The quality of the production has been improving since the beginning. Exactly, exactly. You know, I wish people could really understand how complex, a video is, from the research phase to the writing phase to all the pre-production, and then all the post-production, all the filming, all the equipment needed. As I said, if it was cut, I would agree, but it's not like that anymore. With all due respect for cut, which is nothing really bad in terms of post production. It's just that right now we have it a little bit more complicated than that in our big productions. So I love cut. So I do that in my vlogs. There's nothing wrong with that. So that is just a way of post producing. Nothing wrong with that. And Nuclear asks, I'm curious why people don't hit the like button. There are still only 3 thumbs up. Yeah,
Now
guys.
it's 32.
No, it's 32, Daniel. It's 32. It's not so bad. It could have been better, but we make do with what we have. So that's how it is. Lana, I don't appear to see your. Okay. There. Please pick a general card. That's perfect. Daniel proudly shouted, "It's 32!" as if you said it's 1,000.
37.
It's 37. I said I rejoiced in what we have. I never wished for anything more than what we have. Whatever comes more is a blessing. So it's not easy to live off YouTube, not easy. So the fact that we have managed with less than 50,000 subscribers, it's a great achievement for us. As we can say that this is our job, this is our main job. So it's fine with the 37 likes to the live stream. So let's have a look for beautiful Lana. What a beautiful card, Lana, to be honest. It's a stunning. Let's see if I manage to show it to you. There. The beautiful. It also looks like a sort of look Berkana, and indeed the meaning wouldn't be that far. The camp in the Sami folklore and Sami life also, I would say, is the Lago, the camps of Lavos, when they migrate. They are, let's say, spaces where there is a lot of connection, community, feelings, emotions, and all of those sing beautifully together. So to put it into our daily life, I would say that ahead of you, I see a very good period of good creation, or awareness that you absolutely can can be a fantastic creator of the life that you would like to have. I think it's a wonderful period. It will be ahead of you a wonderful period for emotions, feelings, connection, also in your craft. This card is a very good card to see, to be honest. So it means really it's a card of interconnectedness. It's a very special card, in my opinion, is when our energy field really vibrates together with the energy field of everything that goes on around us. So I don't know now why you didn't have a specific question, but if I got a card like this, that would mean a beautiful working space, a beautiful life, a love life, or a beautiful marriage, a beautiful family, or a beautiful relationship with yourself. For people who are alone, it's a wonderful card of harmony, of if this would be probably a sort of a berkana, of course, for the creative part, but also would be a sort of yebo in the runes realm, in my opinion. So beautiful interconnectedness in between ourselves and everything that goes around us. It's a wonderful card to receive. If you are not there, it's a very positive omen, because I think you are walking towards, yet again, this type of space. Let's put the cards down. It's wonderful what our members. I don't even have the glasses. Struggling terribly with the names, in reading names that are a little bit complex, like not a name and a surname. So there is one of our members here that is saying that the channel has helped tremendously. We feel that members, we don't ask the what should we call it, the random viewer to become a member. We really don't ask that. We ask to the ones who have found the channel really helpful in their life. We ask those to consider, nothing more than considering. It doesn't have to be done. We just to consider the membership, but of course not even necessarily. So I really feel that just for people who really for those who really feel that in so many years, now we're approaching the fourth, probably they have gotten so much that they feel that this little cup of coffee back can be like a sort of megin, a gift for a gift somehow, Blue Nova Corgi says, I'm still kind of new to the channel. I'm interested in learning more about the Norse gods and paganism. I would most certainly recommend to go back to our series A Discovery of Nordic Witchcraft Season 1, and you take it from there, because we have gone through a lot of really important topics when it comes the Norse path. So I would really recommend to go back there. And let's see, Vlad says the last, it's a new member, so highly grateful. The last movie you produced has blown me away, the one you published early in January. Yeah, the last ones, I think that the last productions have been incredible. The topics, in my opinion, totally soul stirring, really, and I am really the harshest judge of myself. I really, really am. There's this Gemini aspect in me that is really brutal towards myself. If I don't get shaken by what I write, it ain't gonna happen. I'm not gonna use words just for using words. I'm not. I really believe in the power of words and the power of being able to shift completely the world, the energies of the world, of the people who are watching and listening to those words. So I value deeply the writing process. Yeah. Francois, hello. That's so nice to see friends here. That's immensely beautiful. I'm so happy to see you're here. Let's see if I have skipped somebody, most certainly. Okay, so a nuclear agenda. I will not here necessarily read the question out loud, but I will just keep it for me and the cards. Your happiness is right now in the understanding of the finitude, temporality of all things, and to treasure more what is the really the spark of the moment. So spiritually wise, for example, value more not the day where you feel completely detached, completely disconnected by your practice, but maybe allow the day where you have felt instead that strong connection, that strong interaction, with the gods rather than the nature spirits, try to bring the flavor of that with you rather than allow just moments of detachment to linger, if you understand what I want to say. We're so good in this. It's like those moments of connection, they go like this. Nothing stays really. Everything goes so fast. But instead, if it is a negative moment, if it is a negative emotion, that will stick like there is no tomorrow. So it takes work. It takes really hard work to shift, to get the focus and shift it. But we can do that. We can all choose what kind of emotions we want to bring along really on every single day we live. We have that much power. Think, that much power, and we don't use it. It's like we are there is a sort of something controlling us and choosing where our focus needs to go. It's not like that. We need to regain our power to choose what are the emotions that we want to have with us on this or that day. We don't have to allow necessarily something else to lead. It doesn't have to be like that. So it's very, very important, in my opinion, to be aware of the immense power that we have. I really, really think so. We often forget that. So when it comes to you, I would say really to I should investigate more what are these reasons you feel lost, why is that, but that we should go into a proper reading for that. But it looks like you have been struggling a lot with finitude of things, with the temporality of things. So this could apply to every area of life, really, the spirituality, life, you know. So it's difficult for me to tell, you know. So I don't have a clear question in regards to that, but. I think that if we make peace uh, with the temporality of things, then we have won probably one of the hardest battle of that we have as humans, really, you know. The acceptance that everything can change in an instant, and to be able to maintain a balance in that, you know. I often say a balance that can withstand storms, you know. That is what I've always wished I could find, you know. Not this pure perfection of balance, but a balance that would allow me at least to stay tall, stand my ground in the storms of my life. I think that is the most precious balance, in my opinion. Um, Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. Nilag says, yes, exactly, and well put, a gift for a gift. It should be like that. That is really the foundation of our craft. So it should be like that. But of course, a gift for a gift, just if there is a real care, you know, we would never expect anyone to donate or do anything if they don't get anything out of our channel. Not at all. Not at all. I'm happy if these people can just keep watching and without thinking that a channel like this needs a lot of support, you know. So in that case, I wouldn't really have a problem at all, in my opinion. So just if people really feel like they're getting something. Uh, Nilag says, thank you, Freya. You said my chosen name correctly and it warms my heart. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. But I apologize if I butchered some names, but I've forgotten the glasses inside. So I use glasses for reading glasses. So, um, Francois, do you have a little question for the cards, or I know you have the deck. I know that. So, do you have a little question for them, or you just felt like sending a big hug in this way? So you let me know. Big hug. Okay. Okay, that sounds. You tell me, yeah, if you would like instead, if you change your mind until we're still here, you know, if you change your mind, I can pick up a little card for you. So I think that let's see if you guys have a question. Yes, yes, I will pick one, no question then. Yes. What did I want to tell? Oh, yes, I want to say that these live streams are really very not something we do often, but because we really don't have the time for this to do this often. And now we want to start with a better schedule of these live streams, because they will stay public on the channel for 24 hours, and then they will go in the area, in the membership area, for our members to be able to snuggle up and rewatch them if they feel like they would like to rewatch them. So if you guys have questions of any kind, I saw that on Instagram there was somebody today asking about the Lavu. If there is any question, this is the perfect occasion for that, really, in my opinion, if there is any type of question, of course. Curiosity also about us, about it could be whatever our life. It's questions don't have to necessarily be so complex. It can be also down to earth. Mm, As of now, if there is a little something that you feel is clinging a little bit and causing a sense of disturbance of some kind, it's a good phase, a good moment to let it go. Just let it go. Bless it and let it go. It will make you feel a lot better, in my opinion. So this is the little advice that the cards offer to you. Mm. And Nuclear says, I usually miss all the streams. It was good I caught this one. Yeah, but we don't even have so many. So alone, if you have missed the very few that we have had, we really don't usually have many. So oh yes, we do have dogs. We have we have three dogs. We have two Alaskan Huskies. One is white with blue eyes, and the other one is black with red eyes. The one with blue eyes, his name is Kylo. The one with red eyes and black, his name is Vixen. And then we have a very small Chihuahua. He is like 2.4 kilos. Is 29 centimeters, very tiny. He's 1 year and a half now, and his name is Jonas. That is, he's always with us when we film. So he's our little mascot, always waiting for us to be done with filming in the car. He's adorable. He just sleeps, snores. It's the funniest little creature ever, really. So. Thank you for the blessing to our dogs. Yes, then thank you. Then it's Skylu, Vixen, and Jonas. Um, so sweet. I can say it briefly. The story. I can tell you what briefly they were used for. They were built Sami drums. They were built individually, so by the shaman, and they were used for divination. So in the Sami Sedi, so in the village, basically people would head to the shaman to get information about better grazing areas rather than asking for protection from the gods to guide the herd during the migration. So the Noaidi, the shaman, was the person who it's like a sort of Völva, Norse Völva, so to speak, so it would just grant knowledge via the shaman drum. The drums have on top of them a series of symbols. We have put them here in our deck. Now, each and every drum can vary slightly when it comes to symbols, to symbology, but they are very heliocentric, so they're very sun-centered. All the Sami drums are very, very sun-centered for obvious reasons. In a land like this, it's not even surprising, I would say. And it would work like this. Then you would ask a question, and then the shaman would start drumming, beating, with a beater on the drum, and they would put like a brass sort of little pointer, a brass pointer on the drum, and they would beat the drum and the pointer would start moving along, and would describe then a story at some point, and from there the shaman would deliver the divination, so to speak, so deliver the messages from the other world. So the drums are, of course, sun-based and reindeer-based for of course, also there for very, very obvious reasons. Um, these cards, you mean this? If we're gonna sell these cards again in the future, I'm not sure about the golden edition. I'm not sure, but now we're here. I think I said it somewhere else, but we are going to make a portable version of this one. So it's gonna be instead of black and gold, it's gonna be black and red. So it's a blood edition, pocket size blood edition. It's gonna be waterproof, so very easy to carry around, very easy to put in a pocket. Not always we have all this space when we go around, especially us, every time you have to head onto nature, the backpacks are full of cameras and equipment, so the ritualistic tools as well, that take a lot of space, especially because we use all raw materials, so skulls, bones, they take a lot of space. So so we thought that to have a nice pocket-sized version of this, which is quite big, yeah, I have quite big hands, what should we call it, thin and tall hands, so this is quite big. So we will put that one, the pocket size edition, in pre-order in not so long, I would say. We just have to make the design of the cards again for the smaller dimension. So that will go in pre-order in not so long. And these ones, it depends. We have, I can see from here that we don't have like too many left. We will evaluate another print of this. It's just printing is very, very expensive in Norway. So if it will be a print again, there will be again a print of this. It will be also that in pre-order, I'm afraid. So the Green Healer, new member, thank you so much, thank you dearly, asks, what a beautiful question, oh my god, what is your most sacred charm necklace that you wear and why? I have, I could say 3, but to be honest it's 4, they go on rotation, This one, it's a very small sterling silver reindeer that has been made by Tana Gull. Tana Gull is an incredible artisan. I would recommend to everyone to head onto their pages. It's I think tanagull.no, and to see they are Sami, and they are amazing goldsmiths and silversmiths. And this one is very precious to me because I adopted it this summer, where we headed to Nordkapp, so to the North Pole, literally North Cape, North Pole. And it's been a wonderful journey to this land. So eerie, such an eerie place. I couldn't comprehend if I was on the moon, where I was really. There was just us and the reindeer. It was divine, no vegetation, nothing, just rocks upon rocks, until the end of the earth, like we know it. And just us and the reindeer, and not far from that location this cute little shop where we already knew of Tana Gül, but of course it's been wonderful to enter their shop this summer. There was Andreas there, the father of Ragnhild, which we adore. You know, he's the master artisan of the company, and I saw this little reindeer. You know, it was standing on the side, far away from all the big, shiny, beautiful handmade Sami jewels. You know, and I just said, no, you're coming with me. You're coming to Nordkapp with me. You're coming to North Cape with me. I'm not leaving you here so alone. She was there alone, so I adopted her. And then I have this one. Wait, there. This one, as you might probably, wait a second, recognize it. There. Is the center of the Runebommen, so is the ivy, is the sun. It's very, very precious to me. This one is sterling silver. What was the name, sweetie, of the oh my god, the name of the artisan who made this.
Which one?
This Gisbert. No, Gilbert. No, we don't remember, but it's an amazing artisan from very old Dunker. Yeah. It's an incredible art, not alive anymore. Of course, it's very old, vintage pendant. Probably, I don't even know. There might be 7 copies available in Norway of this one. I've been so lucky to own one, and it represents the sun, so it's very, very important to me. Plus, it also reminds me of my beautiful reindeer friend, Beivy, who passed. Beivy passed last March, so last year. So every time, other than the fact that it is the center of the Runebomme, so for me the Folldalen Runebomme is really the most important drum in my spiritual craft, because I feel the symbols really resonating with me deeply. So other than the historical importance, but also it reminds me of my beautiful Beivy, how much I miss him. So if you want to see anything about my little friend, my reindeer Beivy, you can go to Instagram. There is a lot of pictures of me with him. I miss him immensely. I cannot tell you how much I miss him. So yeah, this one, and then there is, I don't have it here, but it's a reindeer antler necklace that Daniel has made for me. I wear it pretty much in every video. You might have seen it really, really often. It's ivory in color, very special color of antler, and I wear it with a little bell that reminds me of the Rein Biella, which is the reindeer bell. So when you hear the reindeer in nature, you always hear this wonderful sound, surreal almost, you know, like if they are little fairies, you know. They really are, in my opinion, but you can hear this little twinkling, you know, and wonderful. So this would be the 3, and then there is another one that is a petroglyph that I adore also. Been wearing it quite a lot. Thank you for this beautiful question. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the new members, guys. Thank you so much. Clay, you're here. That's nice to see you. Link to Tana Gül. You mean a link, Dani? Can you post a link to?
I can't.
You can't post any link. Nothing. No. You can't write. If you can just write them to Google Tana Gül. Yeah, it looks, no, it doesn't look like the drum. It is the center. This is super old necklace. I cannot fathom really how old this is. It's just, I don't know, as I said, it's probably me and other 7 people in Norway to own it. So yeah, if you can write, and you can give them also Tana Gül as, yeah. So it is actually, guys, as you can see, it's exactly the center of the Folldalen Runebomme drum. Uh, um, Venette Kruger, thank you so much for becoming a member. It's beautiful. Now a little vlog, little, not so little, but a vlog. I'm still filming the last bits, but there is a new vlog that is coming out quite soon in the members area. It's very, very nice. There is already 3 available there. So for all the new members, if we want to see what we have been up to, it's a much more intimate area of the channel where you really get to be with us. No fuss, no lights, no no nothing. So just the simplicity really of our lives. This is what you can expect from that area. So to see us a lot more often, and series like A Discovery of Runes, Freya's Herbs, 2 Minutes Trolldom, so sorcery, spells, you know, it would be that type of area on the channel. Beautiful question from Tara. How do you typically decide on which topics you want to share on your channel? Sometimes I let the cards choose. So since the shaman drum is probably one of the biggest part, sorry, of my spirituality, I can often let the drum itself, if I have the possibility to have the drum close to me, I let the drum tell me the story. So the drum will go and then touch different topics, and I will then find a way to put them into one big motivational video. So I often let the drum, if I don't have the drum with me, the cards indicating me what the great white reindeer spirit would want me to talk about. So this is what I often do. Or sometimes they come really as visions, very, very strong visions. When I'm out and about in nature, very, very often I get stolen completely from the moment, and I get a very clear vision of what I need to talk about. So I very, very often receive these topics, and this is something that I would really love to stress. It's very often I tend to receive them. I don't struggle to find them because I try to have this channel also by putting myself in a position of listening a lot when I'm out in nature, listening a lot when I'm in the quiet of my house, you know, rather than in a ritual, rather than in a moment I am crafting something. So I try to really listen a lot, to observe a lot, and the most powerful topics we have talked about on the channel actually really come from I have received them, so super, super grateful.
Mamma mia, music.
Daniel was discussing how terrible this music is. I agree with that. Where did we go? It's objectively really, really something. Is that we, of course, we need to choose a specific. I wish we could choose a black metal, but we can't. So we have to choose music that belongs to the subscription libraries that we are indeed subscribed to as creators. So I wish we could choose the music that we listen to, but we can't. So we end up with this. So I wanted to ask, I see that there's a lot of questions, but I remember also some questions on Instagram. There was somebody asking me what type of music I listen to, if I am into Viking music or into, I wouldn't call it really like that, but Nordic folk music. I think it would be probably more appropriate. But sadly, no, I am not into that music genre. So it's mainly my favorite music genre is most certainly black metal. So I'm not much into this Nordic folk music. So I need heavy drums. I really need a series of other arrays of emotions that I really find in the black metal. There was also another question, and now I remembered. There was somebody saying, I don't know if it was a serious question or what, but this person was wondering how maybe in the videos on Instagram or in the live streams I would have a slightly different voice. I don't even know what it means, but I think that we all have different tones in our voices and we use them for different purposes. Especially me, I feel that it's so important to use all the array of colors of a voice. I am born singer, so for me it's really highly important to use all the array of colors. So I didn't understand that question very well, so she was upset that then I would have a more discursive type of voice in the live streams. So that's really the magic of us humans, so I don't think that if I am having a conversation with an entity rather than an element in nature, I would necessarily have the same, ritual. I'm in a moment where I'm crafting a ritual. I don't think that I would talk exactly. I would talk like I would talk with my mother on the phone. So I think you really want to use what the gods have put into our vocal cords and our diaphragm. So it's so important to do that. And so, yeah, I think it's pretty normal to have a narrative voice and speaking voice. I don't see this huge difference. So, but I wanted to address that because she was feisty about this. So I wanted to address it. So in case she might look at this and find an answer. Yeah, I really think I have spoken about the Amanita mushrooms. I really think I have to instead. But of course, now the series is in a members only area, but yes, it's in the members only area of the channel, so you can find it there. I haven't actually. This is a mushroom where the reindeer is crazy about this mushroom. When you see them going in the opposite direction, where our friends try to guide them, it's because maybe they have eaten 5 of those mushrooms and they're all woohoo! it's when there is when you can tell when the reindeer doesn't, the reindeer needs to be moved. Okay, often you will notice that it goes completely, the reindeer knows its ancestral routes, so it's really not complex to move. It's a very intelligent animal, but sometimes when you see them going crazy in every direction, then is when you say oh, okay, they have eaten some mushrooms, they adore them. So this is a funny thing that maybe you guys didn't know. uh, Thank you so much. That's so cute to read. Oh, Freya, you look great. Thank you so much. It's very, very sweet. I appreciate that, really. Yeah, that's how it is. It's from our studio, no gimmicks, so that we're streaming with the phone. So that's just the reality of it. You have it as it is, So thank you so much, though, for your kind words. It's not something that I hear very often. So very, very nice. Oi, oi, I have lost the stream. Uh, Guys, just a second. I have lost the stream, so.
I was sitting in the sun.
Hmm.
I was tired of the run. I was done. Life
Oi,
was great.
let's see for a minute.
Life was
There
hard.
you go.
In a way, an awful card. You can't win. Lose man. But the rain.
No disrespect, Daniel. Freaking love you both, but that is very sweet. That's very, very beautiful.
And the pain I'd
Uh,
been feeling washed away.
let's see if there is any question that Koto Jima, thank you so much for joining our members area. It helps. It helps more than you can understand, especially this kind of channel, so small but so complex. So. Tara says that is one of the reasons why I gravitated to your channel. You can really feel it in the production and your writing and speech. Yeah, it has to be solemn, right? It has to be something where you are leading yourself onto that space and you're trying to lead others onto that space. It wouldn't be exactly like going to the chicken lady here on the island and ask for eggs for grandma. I wouldn't ask it maybe exactly in the same way. So but I reckon that, as always, people, it has to be a little bit like that. People like it spicy, so sometimes they think that they provoke you saying those things, but maybe they don't understand that you can just then explain to them probably how you feel it, so it doesn't have to become a war. There can still be some mutual understanding. So so let's see if I skipped this is the best thing I've read so far. So far, I've been smiling throughout the live stream. It's been great seeing your happiness and hearing what you are sharing. No, but I'm feisty. I'm 100%. I have a great sense of humor. I think that's what has saved me in my life throughout all the things that I have been going through, moving from one country to another, to another, to another, to another. So since I was quite young, is this great sense of humor that I have. I laugh a lot of myself. I really don't take myself seriously. So I don't manage, by the time I try to do that, I laugh as a kid, So, and this strong sense of excitement for pretty much everything, whatever you're gonna tell me, Fred, do you want to do this? Yes, let's do that. I am like this. I start like, I'm so happy. I get so happy with nothing. I swear to God, with nothing. So I think that this is what has really saved such a life full of moving from here to here, different people, different situation, the music business when I was so young, such big music business, to then, life in London, Sweden, and Norway. Yeah. So it's very rich. I think that this sense of humor is really uh, not taking myself too seriously, but being able to have a good laugh at myself is what has given me a great peace as a person, really great great balance, you know. So there is a balance that you hardly can crush, you know, when you're dealing with somebody who doesn't get necessarily too much affected because they don't take themselves too seriously. So you can play with that person, you can say jokes, you know. You wouldn't have that person to become so uptight, you know, and stressed. So I love this type of people. I really have met many in my life, and I love this type of people that can laugh, you know, can. It's very, very beautiful. There is Alan that asks, do you think that the pentacle should be enough for protection? I would add, if you can, a little pouch with a little bit of soil from a place that matters to you, and a little bit of big salt, not the, as it called in English, not the thick salt. Yeah. So if you manage together in this little pouch, and you put it in your bag. Also under the bed, guys, it's very, very nice to have a pot of thick salt. One pot of thick salt and another pot of ground coffee. It's so very good for eliminating, you know, for protection during sleep, and for eliminating negative energies. You know, sometimes when we go to bed at night, that is really the moment where all the thoughts bloom, you know. So to keep those at bay a little bit, I advise to put these two things under the bed, below, you know, the bed. When you first started seeing spirits, how did you remain calm? I am very calm by nature. I don't get particularly, I'm not, I don't get scared very easily, as I don't get, I'm not squeamish, I'm not on the squeamish side as a person at all. So, so no, it hasn't, it can, an experience like that can shake you to the core, but this doesn't mean that you lose your sense of calmness, you know. So the sense of calmness is more who you are than how you react, in my opinion, you know, as it should be at least like that, you know, more who you are, you know. Otherwise it's just a performing act, it wouldn't work, in my opinion, necessarily, you know. So yeah, I think I have always managed, because that was my nature, really. Yes, the Green Healer asks, will you be doing more rune series? I love them so much. Yes, for members only, probably available public for 24 hours. The next one in line that I've started to write, the next episode, is Utala, which is one of my most precious rune allies. It's a rune I have a deep bond with, and I feel that the connection to solely the ancestral part is less than half of what the rune really tries to talk about. I feel that everything that I have read tend to insist always on the ancestral part, when for me it is much larger than that. It's also in the sound of the rune. Tala means to talk, to speak in Norwegian and Swedish, Danish, I think, as well. Not so sure on the Danish part, but they write bokmål, so it should be it should be the same, actually. So so there is a lot of this utterance part, speaking part, voicing, communication part of the rune is completely neglected, you know. that really never seen. I have never seen anyone putting an accent on this part that for me was the largest part of Utala. So the next rune that is coming is indeed Utala, and I am writing the episode. So it will be, I feel it will be available just 24 hours public, and then it will be moved to the members area, where instead, as always, members can snuggle up, take their time, write down notes, and so that they can remember, they can learn, they can, it's a wonderful, wonderful chance. So thanks for these beautiful questions about a discovery or runes. Um, mm, I'm trying to find your questions. Ah, you're talking to Daniel too, so I will. No, so it's just because they ask you some questions, so I am trying to skip on those. So
Oh, you can comment.
no. Oh, thank you, Francois, for this idea of making a book of runes. But well, first I would want to recommend where are my friend Lars Magna Renuksen, our master. So if you want to give yourself a real shot in really understanding profoundly, but also starting really from the phonetic aspects, from the glottology, the sounds, you have to check all his books. That is what I recommend. You can head over to his website and adopt the entire bibliography, because it's out of this world. His talent, his passion are completely out of this world, other than being a wonderful human being we share friendship with, because he's a dear friend of my dear friend Lindy Fay from Vardruna. So it's just, we all know a little bit one another, but some of us haven't met yet. I haven't met Lars yet, but I have met, of course, Lindy. So Lindy Fay, she's watching. A little kiss to her, and her beauty and her incredible talent. Um, yeah, Francois, if you're a friend with Lars, absolutely check out all these books. You cannot, you're talking of a real runologist, it's another thing. So we are not talking any longer about the connection that you feel with the rune, the energy of the rune. We're talking about a runologist. It's a complete different thing. So highly, highly recommend Lars. And then he's very upbeat, so we love him because he's fantastically upbeat. completely amazing, such a spark of life. Amazing, really. Guys, if I don't go wrong, I think I have answered all the questions. I think Daniel has said that to. Yes, Daniel has. If you scroll back, Daniel has written the name of Lars. So, and the website. I think then, yeah. So by all means, all the books. A new one is coming now. I'm also eagerly waiting for that to come. So. I think I've answered, if I don't go wrong, to pretty much all the questions. The chat sometimes is slower, sometimes it's faster, so I hope I have not missed anyone. But guys, so a little bit of updates for all members. There is a discovery of runes in not super long. There will be a vlog first, and then after there will be Utala, so a discovery of runes for the members area. And when it comes to a discovery of Nordic witchcraft, so the public area of the channel, the big productions, a great god, a great god. I'm not gonna say more, but I have received so many questions in the past 3-4 years about why does this god doesn't answer my call, why I don't manage to establish a connection. So I hope I can give you my humble advice on what could be the points, the reasons why, for those who are seeking connection with this god, the reasons why probably this god you're not noticing something, or you're approaching in a way that can be slightly redirected. So a huge video including a ritual, so there will be a ritual in the video where I will show you what I prefer to connect with this kind of god. This very dark video, quite gritty, and it's gonna be shot in an area that is quite prohibitive, so very beautiful. We are filming this when the rain stops, so we are waiting for an opening. Because we have too much equipment, we cannot go out with the rain. So news about the reindeer and our reindeer healing sanctuary. You can become a member and you will get to know all this news in the next vlog, because that is coming out real soon, because there's a lot of news in regards to our little reindeer healing sanctuary. For those who don't know, we have a very little sanctuary for reindeer that are in need. So we help them, we work with our friends at Saltfjelle, and we help them with some sequence. So there is great news when it comes to that. You will get to meet a couple of guys, I think, quite soon. And of course we will then eventually head to Saltfjelle, so you can see again Olaf, Engel, all our reindeer friends. We also miss them greatly. We cannot wait really to head there, you know, and meet our fur friends, you know, again. So guys, thank you so much for spending a little bit of your time with me. It's been very nice. Every time I do a live stream, I end up saying I wish I could do more, you know, because it's such a beautiful time that I get to spend with you, that I really always feel after I've done it, you know, I feel like, oh wow, I should do more of this, you know. It's so nice to be a little bit closer, you know, to get to know each other better, to have a laugh together. It doesn't have to be necessarily so damn serious, you know. So be a little bit together, get to know each other, you know, and just keep us company. So, which is immensely beautiful in my opinion. I hope we can redo this very soon, and I will see you anyway. Both members and non-members, I will see you anyway real soon, guys. Thanks for being here. Thank you so very much.